Now to a Target 12 Investigators exclusive. The coronavirus pandemic caused millions of Americans to lose their jobs last year.
But women lost their jobs and left the workforce at a much higher rate than men, including here in Rhode Island. It's a phenomenon some call a she-cession.
Target 12 investigator Steph Machado has been examining the data and joins us now with the exclusive details.
The unemployment rate for women in Rhode Island hit 20% in April of last year, while men spiked at 14%. And the numbers show more women have stayed out of work long term.
State pre-K.
1 year ago, Bethany Carpenter from Bristol was working for a nonprofit overseeing pre-K classrooms.
Leaving work on March 13th. Unsure of when the next time we would be back there.
Her classrooms went remote for a time, but changes at the agency led her job to be eliminated as her own kids adjusted to learning from home full time, and her husband left his job driving for Uber because of safety concerns.
It was an uncertain time for everyone, and it became a very strange time to job hunt.
The couple decided her husband would seek a full-time job while Carpenter temporarily left the workforce. Their kids remained in full distance learning because her youngest son, Joshua, has asthma.
Yeah! We were, as a family, really scared, really concerned, really uncertain about what the health risks would be for Joshua.
Around the same time, Marlene Muñoz from Providence was laid off from her job at a warehouse while she was pregnant with her third child.
There's a lot of bills to pay, like only one income is tough.
When baby Heidi was born, Muñoz was uncomfortable sending an infant to daycare in a pandemic, so she too decided to stay home instead of seeking a new job.
So I want to keep myself and my children safe.
These two Rhode Island women are not alone. Data from the Rhode Island Department of Labor and Training shows in March 2020, roughly the same number of men and women were employed in Rhode Island. But when the pandemic hit, women lost more jobs and faster. And while the male workforce almost entirely recovered by December, women were still holding 11% fewer jobs than before the pandemic.
And this pandemic has caused what we follow in terming a she-cession.
Kelly Nevins from the Women's Fund of Rhode Island says the pandemic has exacerbated economic barriers already in place for women.
The women who are primarily impacted in this area tend to be women of color.
Kids were suddenly out of school and daycare, plus female-dominated industries were hard hit by the economic downturn.
The industries that are closing or that are shutting down tend to be the customer-facing types of positions like retail and hospitality and travel.
I worked in a female-dominated field, and the expectations of that female-dominated field are often, ironically, not always compatible with the idea of the kind of workplace flexibility that we hope for parents.
Both Muñoz and Carpenter say they want and need to seek new jobs when this is all over.
We can't do this forever.
Are you concerned about being able to find a position once you start looking again, or
Absolutely.
Your earning potential?
Absolutely. I'm very much worried about what it means for me to have been out of the field for 1 year.
Kelly Nevins says investing in stronger child care infrastructure is one of the potential long-term solutions here, so parents have the option of high-quality, affordable child care that allows them to go to work. I'm Steph Machado, 12 News.
Steph, thank you. And this Target 12 investigation continues on our website, including an interactive chart showing how many women have left the labor force since the pandemic started. Just head over to WPRI.com.